Finally, I am back. I totally didn't take a nap today instead of like... Wait, what? I totally haven't been sleeping instead of... Oh, wait. Pfft. I just noticed something. I did my usual Reddit thing again and did a wrong post. Oops. I accidentally put the link in the title. No. I thought I had it all figured out and then I fucked something up again. Okay, now post. Oh no, it has no tag. Ah! Anyway. Today, we're back on working on Eddie's model because I finally have time to model Mama again. For such a long time, I just didn't have the physical time to make a model. So now I'm coming back to actually do it. Hi Necro! Welcome. I still gotta wake up. I feel sticky. I'm finally done with all of my exams. So that's a good thing. That's a good thing. It's been a long time since I've done a just chatting stream like this. Usually I just play games recently. But yeah. I've actually been working on a thing for my 200 follower thing. The people in the Discord server all know, because I can't keep my mouth shut. I just have to look for the reference image for 1 second, and I'll be right back with you. Just because, like, I need to actually see how to draw the bag. There's one part I definitely wanted to do in the stream today, and I need to know how it looks like. Okay. I'm just gonna take this as my reference. I think I did take it as my reference before. Why did I not? Hi Dan! Hi Anya! Welcome! Hello, I'm a bit too late. You're not late, I'm late. I just decided to take a nap today instead of starting to stream on the right time because I totally wasn't up until 2 AM doing school stuffs. Totally, I have a normal sleep schedule. Wait. What is... I just noticed I haven't been tracking for like a few minutes. What the hell? I'm fine. I'm fine! But yeah, Dad, I'm doing good. How are you doing? How are you guys doing? I haven't arted in a while. I've been studying C++ all this time. Ooh, any progress on that? I've personally been trying to look up videos on like embroidering and stuff. Because turns out you have to embroider if you want to do the thing I want to do for my 200. Guys, join my Discord. Okay, I just got a text from a friend that's kinda a little bit concerning. I just wanna check in to see. Oh! I misread that. I thought they said they have driven into one of those demonstrations with like people going out to demonstrate against something, but it turns out no, they just started playing a demo. I just misread angefangen for angefahren. So I was like, wait, you did what? My brain can't hold that much in. Yeah, coding takes a lot of brain stuffs. Me personally, I'm taking a break from brain stuffs right now. I just take chill stuffs. Okay, this looks absolutely awful. I'm happy that Worldbox updates finally after 2 years and 3 months. Let's go. Never heard of it before, but let's go. I know that updates after years feel like bliss. I remember, God, it was Black Butler. I still have to watch the new season. I haven't gotten around to it. But I'm very hopeful that it's also good. Because the season before that, how many years did we not get anything? Wait. When did Book of Atlantis come out? Oh, Black Butler, Book of Atlantic. 2017, we got a continuation. 2024, that's a solid 7 years. It's 7 years I have waited for my child, and it was finally birthed. Barely could invent a matrix. Don't know how to get a good mark tomorrow. It's gonna be okay. You can do this. I believe in you. I believe in you. I can't even write normal sentences anymore, bro. But I can't even read normal sentences. So it's alright. Wait! That just means the brain cell isn't being passed around today. Who's holding it hostage again? Because usually it's like, you get the brain cell so you can write thing, and I get brain cell so I can read thing. But somehow both of these things aren't working. Coding's basically learning a whole new language, so yeah, kind of, but not really. Still English, but more weird terms and symbols. Yeah, I'd say that too. I personally have been just studying Java. It's not really like a new language. It's more like a crossbreeding between English and math. Like, personally, for me, that's how I see it. With like many DLCs being like, hey, now you can do shapes. With like specific words, and they can do specific things. That's basically what coding is like for me. They added so much stuff and everything. UI elements look different now. Yeah. At least you guys haven't waited 7+ years for a game to come out that you've paid 500 to back. So close to getting finished. Well, that's the thing with like choosing to back something. Like generally. You never have a guarantee for a project to be finished quickly. Matt must have the brain cell. Maybe. Maybe Matt has the brain cell. That'd be very mean. Just a moment ago, I saw like a thing pop up on Reddit being like, anyone else feeling burned out because of the toxic community? And my first thought was, toxic? Y'all are toxic? Why hasn't anyone told me that? I've heard from some streamers that Twitch has been getting more toxic lately? Wait, which community is toxic? Someone asked on r/Twitch if anyone else is like getting out because of is like burning out because of a toxic community. Which it can happen, but me being a streamer with my very limited streamer knowledge, I feel like a community is only as toxic as you let it be. You know what I mean? Certain behaviors should not be allowed, and if they are allowed in your community for too long, it can get out of hand. You know what I mean? There's always gonna be some assholes, but I think in general, I don't know, just calling the whole community toxic is kind of like a bit confusing to me. Okay. Oh, it wouldn't have taken this long, Sucker for Love and sequel hadn't been eaten by all the devs' time. Yeah, that's why mods are a thing. Exactly. I mean, some streamers are toxic, yeah, but the entire Twitch community? Hell no. Communities of those toxic streamers is toxic, though. Yeah, I think it's talking more about chat, because r/Twitch is usually more about streamers sharing experiences. So it's basically saying that, yeah, my viewers are really toxic, my chatters are really toxic. But I feel like, yeah, some part of that is on the community for, like, doing the behavior. But like I said, I've been streaming for a while. I've had my run-ins with, like, chatters I didn't like. It happens. You're never gonna meet everyone that you 100% like and feel comfortable with. So what do you do in that situation? You moderate them. You tell them what the issue is, and like tell them what they can expect if they continue that behavior. Yeah. So I feel like just saying that you're upset with the toxic community doesn't really solve the issue that you made yourself. You have to set boundaries with your community and tell them what, why, when, how, you know? And yeah. I just feel like many people think that communities just build themselves. Absolutely not. You have to build your own community. That's just how it works. It doesn't fall from trees. There's not just gonna be 40 people coming out and saying, hey, by the way, I love your stuff. Let's all group together. No, you have to do that yourself. Viewers and chatters are like sheep, and I am the sheep keeper. I don't. Shepherd! I think community is like a snowball. Yeah, also, but you still have to do the first step and actually form the ball. You start it out, drag it until it rolls. Yeah. I was thinking more of a big mass of sheep being like, hello, 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 and then you're all getting stuffed into a box and being like, oh, other people, hello. Because that's how I see myself. I'm just like, hello. But yeah, with the game Necro's been talking about, oh wait, yeah. Oh, I perfectly went back to the topic for that message. Oh no, Chronotos is the game that's in development. My God, derailed from the original schedule because of a contract with the publishers for Sucker for Love. I gotta say, I kind of want to see that game as well, because I liked Sucker for Love. I haven't gotten around to playing the next part yet, but general gameplay is pretty good. I like the visual novel elements in the third chapter with like action elements. So we'll see. If it's a similar game or entirely different. Generally just like the makers of the game though. Today I came home and I was like, Mom, I wanted to ask you something, and she was like, Choco, I wanted to ask you something as well. Turns out we're both talking about fabric for the secret project. For the secret project that only Discord server people get to know. Totally, trust. Because it's like there are certain fabrics that have certain properties. And what type of fabric do you need for your project? Do you want a really soft fabric? Do you want a very not really hard, but like stable fabric? Or what kind of fabric do you want? Do you need a stretchy, non-stretchy? And yeah, we were just talking a little bit about that because I have 2 sewing projects coming up. 2! Why am I doing this to myself? Ooh, also, I've been making some, little... I don't know if I can call them pancakes. I also want to call them pancakes, but they're more like crepes. Like the French thing. Because they're really thin. But I always call them pancakes. It's not even right in German. People tell me all the time, those are not pancakes. And I'm like, fuck you. I like my pancakes thin. You just don't get it. Yeah, I've been making those. Am I becoming a housewife? Nah, haven't started cleaning yet. Crepes? Oh, yeah, I don't make them on a specific crepe machine like many people do. I just take a pan, put them in the pan, make them thin, and then flip them. Because you don't have to get them paper thin, in my opinion. My PNG avatar is actually monster-fied in the game. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You can just play that game on stream and be like, oh guys, hey, look at me. That is me. I'm about to kill myself. No. I'm about to legally stab myself. Be right back. Also, my family is soon leaving me alone. In the flat. For like 2 or 3 whole days. I don't know how to manage that. Because my sister is flying away to her boyfriend. Because she got like some vacation days. And she decided that, oh, just book a flight. Go over there. And my mom and dad, coincidentally at the same time, wanted to go to a wellness hotel. And they already booked that. So the first plan was to leave me alone with my sister. Now the plan is to leave me all alone. Because Choco can be trusted to be alone in a house and not burn everything down. I will burn everything down. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna copy these and pull them up. Because I don't like how the other thing here is looking. Like these, I don't like. Well, Choco is about to end up homeless. I'm about to get kicked out at 18 because I accidentally burned the house down. Goals! Okay, transformation. Okay, like this. And like this here. I feel like, yeah. Ooh, I've also been doing some karaoke practice because I mean you can't have a 0-0 celebration. That's what I wanted to call 100 celebration. Because, you get it? I had 100 before and now I have 200 and they both have 0-0 in it. Yeah, I'm funny. you can't have that kind of celebration without without some karaoke, in my opinion. At least for me, because I like karaoke. So I've been practicing a few songs. Some songs you guys even know. Crazy. Me using songs that my community knows. What's that ever been done? And yeah, I've also been working on a little other project that you're never gonna see, but that I hope I get done. Finally, I've been putting it off for months because I've been busy. Alright, well, have to go to shopping for semi-important stuff. Okay, have fun! Bye-bye! Thank you so much for joining! I still haven't gotten into talking again. Oh, today I had to record stuff for sports. I accidentally banged my how is it called? The back of my foot. The little my heel. Is it the heel? Like if you have this kind of foot, like this part. I accidentally banged that against the wall. Not the wall, the door. My parents were immediately like, "Oh my god, Choco, are you alright?" And I was like, yeah, I'm good. I just banged it against the door. They thought I collapsed on the floor. I don't know why. Okay, well, I know why. I collapsed on my mother on the floor once, but it was only once. Why do they think I do that all the time now? I'm good at not collapsing on floors. It's one of my main skills. One of my main skills, actually standing up. Actually not falling down. I'm so good at that. You wouldn't believe how good at that I am. Okay. I looked at some references again. Because references are important when working with a client. I'm not even getting... Well, I got paid. It's an art trade. And now I gotta deliver. I was about to say I'm not getting paid. Nah, Choco got paid. In advance, even. I'm late with my thing. I have to fix that. I really have to finish this. Because I also want to finish this. Because Eddie is a very, very sweet person. And I always try to... What did I change? What did I change? I cannot find... Oh, okay, okay. It's fine. I can fix it. I can fix her. I fixed her. Okay, it's still too thick. Still too thick? Too thin now? Is this good? I feel like this is good. Because I need, 2 strips. One here. And one here. Gonna make them about this and this length. How can I get the approximate thickness? Like this? Yeah, looks good. And now I gotta add a little pause at the end. I really need to do just chatting streams more. Because currently I notice I'm at a loss for words, like how I was in my beginning stages. It was bad back then, man. I remember my first streams, I was like struggling to like find topics like I am now. But chat was already there and was very, very nice to me. I think I've always had a pretty nice chat, and I'm very, very grateful for that. I just feel like people can be nice.
We just often choose not to be. I know, I'm not always the nicest person. Just because it always depends on what person you're interacting with. There's like some people I don't like that I treat differently from people I like. Just a normal human thing. Today in philosophy, back to philosophy, we were actually talking about like value of human life. And then I asked like the question like, isn't the value of a human life like subjective? Like some people say their life is worth this and that, but another person may disagree and say their life is worth more. Like generally we always see ourselves as being the coolest, the most valuable person ever that's ever existed. But that's just subjective because we humans are inherently subjective. I mean, you humans, I'm a fairy. By the way, what's the classifications on elves and fairies? I still haven't figured it out, even though I've been mixed my whole fucking life. Because the thing is, many people say I'm a fairy because I have wings. But I also have elf ears. Does that discredit me from the elf status just because I have wings? And people think that fairies also have like these long pointy ears. Because I can assure you they don't. Personally, yes, I have them, but that's because of my dad. I have my wings because of my mom. So basically, they made this all very confusing. And my sister somehow turned out to be a toaster. I still don't know how. Okay, This is a good paw shape. Looks like a clam. Or like a misshapen clam. One moment. I go here. Okay, here she has 3 toe beans on the thing. Here she has 3 toe beans. Oh man, I made 4 toe beans even though she only needs 3. No! It's gonna be okay. I will survive. I will most certainly not survive, but it's gonna be okay, even though it's not gonna be, but that's also fine. Cause life's gonna be fine. Life is always kind of fine. Okay, try 2, but like with the right amount of toe beans now. This is gonna be too big. I don't know. Show me? How's this looking? This is looking like this. That looks like a flower. How did the other people draw it? Okay, like this. Like this. They put a heart in it. That changes stuff up as well. Like this. So most people put a heart in the paw. I'm gonna try to do that as well. Okay, let's see. The paw beans are like essential. Okay, this paw bean like turned out to be way out of its league. Make it a bit smaller. And this paw bean. And then we add a heart. Like this, or like upside down. Upside down would be this. If I think about my cats, it should be upside down actually. So I'm just gonna go with this and flush it out a little bit. Cause that is currently just a sketch of the paw. It's gonna get better. I swear! I swear I'm gonna make a better paw! I'm not perfect, but I'm acceptable, I think.
Maybe? Who knows? What else? What else? What else?
Oh, my friend's gonna have a birthday today. Not today, but soon. Ah. Wait, no. Did she have her birthday today? I remember we're celebrating on Saturday and that she didn't want any gifts on her actual birthday because she's writing an exam on it, and she had an exam today. Huh. I'm not good with birthdays at all. So like me missing someone's birthday like this is not surprising to me. Even when I write it down for myself, I still forget. I'm very bad with dates. But you know what I'm good with?
Complaining.
But I think everyone's good with complaining, right? I feel like that's just a general skill that most people have. Being like, oh yeah, this and that person pisses me off, and everyone else being like, ah yes, such is the way of life. And then you're like and then you're being like, yeah, but they're especially pissing me off, and then they're like, ah, okay.
Hi, welcome back, Hanyo!
I'm still struggling to find topics. I kind of want to talk about BoJack Horseman, but I know that not everyone has watched it, and I don't want to be mean and spoil stuff, because I don't like being spoiled myself. So I'm just like, you guys can watch it yourself. My mother and I are actually almost finished. I thought the last season also had only 12 episodes, but turns out it has like 16. So we're gonna be at this a little while longer than expected, but we nearly have it.
Yes, yes.
Okay, Chobi number 1.
ADHD, attention deficit. Hold up, is that a frog?
Yeah. I want a frog. I wish I had a frog.
Do you know how cute frogs can be?
So good. God, recently I've been trying to like do schoolworks. What did I do? I didn't do schoolworks. I worked on my VTuber projects. I am not easily distracted. But I am very easily distracted. Like, I'm not saying you can distract me easily, but I'm saying that jingling keys will get my attention. Rapidly. Especially black-eyed tree frogs. Yeah, they have those big ol' eyes. God, that reminds me of that one meme that's like, stop staring at me with those big ol' eyes, and then it's like, small eyes. I know, I kind of like that one a lot. For some reason.
Like, what?
God, if I should make another VTuber model for myself, I should add that. Because I'm actually planning on getting the proper license for Live 2D, for the full one. Because students have a discount for like 3 years. They get a 3-year plan for like 60 euros, I think? Which is pretty cheap if you consider like a 1-year plan usually costs over that. I think.
I think I haven't seen that one, unfortunately. Oh no, wait, let me see.
Stop looking at me with those big ol' eyes.
It's a SpongeBob meme. Oh, wait.
It's been done with a lot of things.
Okay. Copy link to image. Send. This is not the SpongeBob one. Oh god, it's Facebook. But you get the general idea, right? Stop staring at me with those big ol' eyes. Do you plan to make your next model based off that hot goth chocolate ring? True! I did for my 250. But you can't have that. Actually, I still gotta finish the hot, was it 300 though? Could also do 300. I'm not sure. Maybe yes, maybe no. Mayhaps? May nose. Nose? Sniff. My brain is doing very weird thingies today. It's not braining properly. I mean, I didn't ask it to, but it could assume, right? That I want it to brain. Because that's what brains usually do. All of my smarts has gone away into like actual school stuffs today, which is not good because I forgot to save some for the streaming stuffs. Now everyone thinks I'm just a blundering idiot, not knowing how to navigate this field that is Stroyman. And I think I've actually been doing pretty fine in regards to like my stream strategies, because hey, it's been like a bit, like I want to say a year and a quarter or a year and a third, and I'm already nearly at 200. That's pretty good. And also I keep eyeing Twitch tracker, because like it's you can just view your status and indulge in that sometimes. You can just do that a little bit. And it tells me I'm in the top 4.46% now. I used to be in the top 5.69 just recently. I don't believe that I'm getting up this high. 2 strategies of sleeping past the usual stream. Shut up. I'm usually consistent. I just needed a nap today because sometimes you just need a nap. And today was that sometimes. Now my usual stream strategy is just keep talking. And if you like someone, like as a streamer, like you rate them, you keep rating them as often as possible, and keep talking in chat with them. And that's how I make my acquaintances. And as for viewers, you just let Lady Luck decide who joins your streams, because I'm very bad at advertising myself. That's one of the things I still cannot do. Okay. We got that. On the bag. Can we finish the bag today, at least? I haven't streamed for 40 minutes. Oh god. It's more of the time thingy, really. Consistency helps. Exactly. I feel like, if you are consistent, advertising yourself, like saying like, oh, here's my schedule for the week, isn't really necessary. As long as you, for example, at least keep like an approximate time when you usually stream. As long as you keep that, people will know when to expect a going live notification. Yeah, today I fucked that up, but usually I do that, and I usually try to stick to a few set days. For example, I try to always stream on Sundays and Mondays. Sundays and Mondays are like really important to me. For some reason, I don't know. Friday is usually also blocked. Then either
Wednesday or Thursday, depending on how the week goes. I usually try to go for Wednesday, but sometimes it turns out to be Thursday. And yeah, so I try to stream 4 times a week. As you can see, current viewer counter shows 1 to 3 viewers. If you wouldn't sleep past the usual time, you would get more. Yeah, I feel like usually the viewer numbers are generally very fluctuating. For me, they are. One stream, I'll get an average of 7 viewers. Another stream, I get an average of 2. It's just generally fluctuating, even if I keep consistent. Even though, yeah, you're right, usually when I start at the right time, I get more viewers. But I also notice that most people join in the middle to later half of the stream. So in the beginning, for example, on Fridays, I know that I'm usually streaming to 2 to 3 people in the beginning. Like, I think first half an hour to an hour. And after that, it just shoots up to like 6. It's just like when people have time. And that's alright. But certain things like popular games like Repo or Buckshot Roulette or whatever get you more viewers. I have mixed opinions about that. Because on one hand, yeah, those games get a lot of viewership. Like, if you play those games on stream, people may find you because they want to see that game. On the other hand, that works better if you've already got a sizable audience, so you're not at the bottom of the streaming things. Even though, okay, there's like this thing. Some people just join into streamers that have 0 viewers or 1 viewer. And then there's people who join into people having like 200 viewers, like either the very bottom or the very top of the list. If you're somewhere in the middle, it's much less likely that you're gonna get noticed if you play a popular and oversaturated game. Thus, playing like cult classics can also be great. For example, I remember I played American McGee's Alice. I got quite a few viewers on that, just because it's a cult classic. So playing smaller games with a dedicated audience to them can also be very, very good for your general streaming. Yes. Well, if you stream just what you like, you may not get viewers at all. For example, Stormworks. Never heard of that. I've just been doing the thing where you stream the things you like and what is generally accepted to be, like, for example, good games and stuff. That's what I've been streaming. Why are they up here? Shouldn't they be inside of something? Where are the bows? Here they are. Why did these things get all the way up here? How did that happen? How did that happen? Okay, wait. Gotta separate them. Very clinical procedure. Okay, I've separated them. Okay, did this. Now I go down and put this in here. Okay. Okay. It's also bad when you play CSGO, CS2 Sora, but nobody cares, or Valorant. The streamer pool is so below, the chance of someone finding you is nigh 0. Stormworks is a game in which I was trying to make that reactor yesterday. Ah, okay. For me, I feel like what really started me off was art, because I used to stream mainly art, and that's really what kickstarted my whole streaming journey, to be TBH. But also other games that have really helped. I feel like we're just games people like to watch. Like, generally, even games I really wanted to try. Like, games that are popular, but not too popular because it's been, like, a while. Or like games that have a very dedicated following. For example, Hollow Knight gets you good views in my opinion. Ori got me a lot of views. Ori is where it really started to go up in my opinion. But sometimes I just also play games that I really like that I want to show you guys. For example, Dial Town. I convinced Necro to play that because I think it's funny. It's not that it has like a dedicated viewership. I don't choose games based on like how many viewers I can get. For me, I just play games where I'm like, yes, I'd like to show that to people. That's just my general thoughts on like what games to choose to play. Because at the end of the day, you're the one stuck playing the game. Why not at least make it fun for yourself? Because at the end of the day, people aren't even coming into stream mainly for the game. Because the game has been played by other streamers as well, right? There's plenty of other content creators playing the same day. So at the end of the day, it's night. You're so fucking right now. At the end of the day, you have to make it worth their while to join your stream. You have to prove to people that you as a person are entertaining, which is very hard. It's very hard to think you're entertaining and convince other people of that fact. But if you manage that, then it honestly doesn't matter what game you play. Because people are gonna stop by because they want to watch you. You should make it that people don't watch you for the content in your streams, but for your reaction, your commentary, whatnot. Just when I stopped streaming, yeah, I'm bad at streaming. Streaming is a skill like any other. Like drawing, do you think I've always been good at drawing? No. Do you think I've always been good at streaming? Also no, I looked at some of my old streams, I think I'm so bad. Be it without a face or with some avatar tracking. It doesn't matter. Streaming is, in its core, being an entertainer. And being an entertainer is always very, very hard. You have to keep your audience engaged. And that in itself is still like a very, very big task that has to be learned because yeah, how the fuck do you engage an audience? You always see those big streamers, those big YouTubers, and you're like, haha, they funny. But what makes them funny? Personally, for me, I've looked at what is popular. The loud, chaotic streamers. Thus, I'm sometimes a bit louder. I try to like give my honest reactions, but sometimes exaggerate them a little bit. But the exaggeration for me comes naturally with the camera. Because some people say that, for example, oh, you're faking your voice for the camera, or oh, you're faking personality for the camera. Some people are doing that intentionally, but there's also many people that, yeah, they don't act like that in real life, but it's not intentional. Not at all. For me, it's not intentional if I, like, do a weird voice or if I, like, do a weird reaction. I don't think, like, yes, this is a good time to use a different voice. No, that's not how it works for me. I think streaming in general is just... or, like, even content creation in general. You have to go with your gut, but also keep in mind what people may like. If you know what people may like, you can try to follow that to the best of your abilities, but you don't have to change yourself. Because for every streamer, there's a niche. Like, for every personality type. People like quiet guys, people like loud guys, people like quiet girls, people like loud girls, people like... people that don't even talk on stream. People also think that's entertaining. People sometimes like watching animals on stream. Some people absolutely hate it when there's a lot of overlays, while other people enjoy the overlays. There's people who enjoy VTubers, there's people who enjoy FlashTubers, there's people who enjoy people without facecam. There's so many different types of people that like different stuff. There's gonna be a little corner of the internet that's gonna like you. It's just normal. You know what I mean? People like Martin, Sido, Pants get their subscribers on YouTube with fun editing and cool content, and then just stream on YouTube/Twitch. It's also a good strategy, but it takes more. But it takes more effort, and may chance helps time. Yeah, it takes a lot of effort. Hi, Roasted Dad! Welcome. For me, I personally haven't gotten around to any editing yet, though a friend has offered to edit for me recently. Which I was like, bestie, if you wanna do that. It's been a while since I've been here. Oops, it's okay. Stuff happens. I never want people to be like, oh no, I'm so sorry I haven't been here for a while. It's okay, take your time. Life happens. I don't watch my favorite streamers all the time as well. Even though I'm probably not even a favorite, but I'm content. I appreciate you coming in, regardless of how long it's been. So yeah, how have you been? I don't remember what we talked about last time with you, but I remember your username 100%. Because I thought it's interesting. That's the thing, sometimes, we're just generally talking about content creation right now and just like how it works, what, for example, I've learned over my time as a streamer. And one of the big things for me is also like followers, because I always try to like remember chatters, because I'm like, it's very nice for people if they get remembered. I know when someone is like, oh my god, it's you, Choco. I'm like, oh hi, hello. So I try to do that in my streams as well. I'm always so sorry if I don't remember a person, but I do my best to remember people, at least by their username. Because at the end of the day, every person to me was pretty important. And I'm not just saying that to like butter you up. I'm genuinely always surprised with people liking me. Just generally, even IRL. I'm like, how can you do that to yourself? Has someone paid you? Maybe. But I think we're always gonna see ourselves in a worse light than other people see us in. There's always gonna be people jealous of you. Because they think you have something they don't have, and you're gonna be jealous of others because you think they have something you don't have. But at the end of the day, we're all just jealous of each other and thinking about our own flaws, even though others don't care about them. And the same as with streaming, you just gotta forget all of your insecurities for a little bit and just try to at least have fun. Yes. You gotta forget that. For example, many people come streaming because they look for connections with people. And thus, for just a moment, they are able to forget, like, what they don't like about themselves, like, but maybe why they don't have any context in real life. I think about that all the time, like, why was I lonely for such a long time? It was probably a me issue, even though it probably wasn't, but I still think about that. But on the internet, I can just forget that. And that's nice. One problem I think a lot of streamers have is that they feel guilty towards their audience when they don't stream. I'm so fucking guilty of that. Because I know everyone tells me it's alright if I don't stream. I know it is alright when I don't stream. But I love producing content. It's like really, really fun for me. And I just feel so bad when I know people are enjoying that, but I cannot deliver. For example, I recently had a little on-off phase with streaming just due to school stuff. I felt so bad that I couldn't stream like my usual times. I was like, guys, I'm really trying. But that's just, I think, also generally due to like abandonment issues. Abandonment issues are a bitch, because I've had people pretend to like me and then not really like me, and that really messes with you. Because it makes you think that everyone in the world is like that. That everyone who interacts with you positively actually thinks you're annoying. Like my mother today asked me, why do you always apologize to me when you ask for my attention or time? Because every time I ask her about something and she like has to turn off something she's watching, I'm like, I'm so sorry. Mom, I'm sorry. Even though I don't have a reason to be sorry. She told me that. You don't have to be sorry. But I just feel like a nuisance sometimes because I've had bad experiences where I was trying to normally interact with people and they have seen me as nuisances. So how the world interacts with us really shapes us. I do the same, but I'm Canadian, so you have the Canadian pass. I'm jelly. I have the German pass, so it's okay if my humor is bad, because Germans just never smile. It's just a fact. I really somehow love that gag that Germans are just very boring and easily amused at the most basic jokes. I recently saw a meme where it was like, this is a placebo meme. It's for calibration purposes. It is shown that in some percentage of the population, it produces the same reaction as a normal meme. That was the whole text. There was a picture of a pill under that, and I genuinely like snorted at that. It worked on me, the placebo meme. Okay, anything else here? Apparently in Germany, wishing an early birthday is bad luck. Is it true? Yes! People say that wishing an early birthday is bad luck. That is indeed true. Also, another fun fact I've recently shared with my Discord server. Feel free to join, by the way. We just do bullshit in there, like post memes and just talk about our day. And the link, I haven't done an exclamation point Discord. The link should be on my profile, if you can find it, maybe. Wait, I can post it! Okay, wait. I can do this. I can multitask. I can give people my link. I should set up that command. I should really do that, but I haven't yet. If I go on my profile, go to the About, there should be my Discord server, and then I copy this link, and then I go back into stream chat and everything is forgotten. And then we'll be very silly and goofy again. Wait, let me send a message. Ow! Oh god, my laptop is loading 3 frames per minute. Give me a number between 11 and 100. Is it one of those social experiments again? 24. I'm going low today. So I decide which Discord to remove. You have that many Discord servers? And then it turns out the 24th was mine. You've just been ghosting in there. Well, c'est la vie. Always shooting myself in the foot. Okay. But yeah, another thing in Germany that I think is very interesting is that, for example, for exams, there's a lot of people that, at least teachers always say that, and I personally say that myself as well due to that. Don't say good luck before an exam. Say great success. Because assuming that the person needs luck is pretty rude. Because they've been studying, right? Yeah, no. God, I've never been jumping around in Twitch Stream Manager this much due to that. I do not see the chat right now and it's pissing me off. I usually always see the chat. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna need both luck and success tomorrow. French, we say shit to wish luck. Just shit. Well, some people also say like good luck and great success. So they actually do wish both. That can be a thing that is done. Personally, I always say good luck and then I'm like, nah, you know what, great success. Or if someone tells me good luck, I'm like, no, bestie, I don't need that luck, I need success. Because I know I can do this. First Love keeps track of the 89 other not really. God, you're in a lot of Discord servers. I've never been in that many Discord servers myself, I think. Currently, as VTuber Choco, I'm in 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13, 14 Discord servers. And, 1, 2, 3. 3 of those are for private stuffs. Totally not AI related, with like chatting AI. I'm against AI in most like instances, in nearly every instance. But for chatting, I'm like, you know what? No one wants to roleplay with me anyway, so I'm just gonna roleplay with a robot. It's okay. God, it's been so bad recently. I've been roleplaying on one certain side, which was Xol. It was a great side. I promoted it as much as I could on my streams because it was just so great. But they shut it down actually with like a very short notice, like a week or so, or a few days. Since then, I've been jumping around a little bit. I've been a little bit on Charsnap, but that wasn't really my vibe. I've been on Wyvern, but Wyvern, they don't have any good bots in my opinion. And so I went back to my character AI roots, and I was actually pleasantly surprised. Because I feel like the filter has toned down a lot. I used to be there when it was really bad, when everything was getting filtered left and right. Because the old days, people working in theater were hoping to get lots of horse people in front of their theater. This means that there's a big audience if there's more shit. I mean, true! Yeah! That's actually really interesting. I've recently myself, official theater kid, ex-theater kid, because we had our thing. We actually had our play. It was really good. People liked me and my role. People were like, yeah, that role is so tragic, and I'm like, I know, right? My role was basically like the loner kid, that finally gets accepted into the group, only for that to be taken away from him again, so he's lonely again. And cannot deal with that, so he has a mental breakdown at the end. Where's the bow? This is the bow. It just hasn't been loading. Hey, because I have to fill this in a bit more, I realize. Like there's a couple of gaps that I'd like to have filled. That filled down here. It's not yet.
Ah. Well, I have to go back to work. Was nice talking to you for a bit. Thank you so much for joining. It was really fun. Even though it was only for a short while, but I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for thinking of me. Ah. It's really nice interacting with people.
I always like to say that personally, I'm an extrovert turned introvert due to like what happened in life. If life wasn't mean to me, I would still be an extrovert. Hell, maybe I would do stuff like stand-up comedy or something if I felt like it. Do I have the confidence for that now? No. But I used to. I used to have confidence for everything. Man, I had confidence for miles. Where'd that go? But now I'm confident enough to stream. Ooh, fun fact. I heard about someone in school today, like after class, talk about getting a sponsorship for something. But they were not happy with the numbers. And they said they'd wait until their Pinterest grew a bit more. And I was like, good for them! It's not miles between that old you and today's you. That's true. I feel like I really liked being extroverted. I really liked, as a kid, just being able to talk to people non-stop and not feel guilty about it. And that's why I like streaming so much. It reminds me of just those carefree days where I could just talk without like feeling like I'm annoying anyone. Because at the end of the day with streaming, if someone doesn't like me, they can just leave. Like it's a non-issue with streaming. But in real life, people can't just walk away. So you always feel kind of like bad. Even though you don't even have to feel bad. But you just do for some reason. That's because you think people are not going to be interested in you. I just got a heart attack. Because, Stream Manager is currently bugging a lot. And it's telling me like, unknown user, unknown user, unknown user. And I was like, wait, did all of these people get banned? No, it's not. It's not. It's just Twitch being weird. Don't feel bad, Shoko. I know I shouldn't feel bad, but it's just how life has turned out to be. I think it's very important to be, like, I myself have put a goal for myself when I started streaming to be open with my mental health, to be open with my issues, just because I feel like people, like especially streamers, don't talk about that part a lot. There's always some clips of a streamer saying how they felt insecure or something about something. But I feel like being open about your mental health, as a content creator where people watch you or look up to you, it's very important because it shows to other people that you don't have to be mentally fine to do this. You don't have to be sure that you are good enough. You don't have to have confidence in yourself to like really get somewhere. You can somehow just bullshit your way through this. It works. It really does work. I personally feel like I bullshitted my way through this. Hello. Because I don't feel like I'm good enough, and that's normal. Imposter syndrome is very common these days. The mental health of the youth is just fucked, and we can't do anything about it anymore. So at some point we just gotta accept it and learn to deal with it. I just took off her skirt, oh no! That's not good! I wanna do her hands. Where are the hands? The hands are in here. Because the hands do have to be worked on. And I feel like I'm currently in a good mental headspace to do hands. Am I really? Who the fuck knows? I don't know myself. Is this the jacket? No, is this the jacket? Kinda. Is this the jacket? No. No, wait. Where's the jacket? Where's the jacket? Is this the jacket? Is this the jacket? Where's the jacket? Turn this off and this off. Okay, got it. Whew. And also gotta turn this and this off. And where's this part? I cannot see or read. Ah, there. Okay. Hands are his greatest enemy. Hands are so hard for no apparent reason. Like, you'd think, looking at these motherfuckers all day, you'd know how they look, right? And you think you know you do, until you have to draw them, and suddenly you realize that these, like, big clumps with sausages on them are the hardest thing to draw you've ever seen. You don't even know why, it's just a fact. Like, everyone universally agrees. And everyone at first thinks that, oh, I'm the only one having the issues. No. Everyone has issues with hands. Why does that happen? No one exactly knows, but there's been theories. Okay. Ah! It froze for a second and it scared me. Because, like, why would you freeze? Why would you make me think that I may lose progress? Like this? I feel like the tip of the finger is too thick. So, like, this kinda? I kinda remember right now that I used to want to make a comic. Save your file now, just in case. You're so right. Save. Override. Yes. It's fine, I'm gonna fix it later. Because I have to combine all of the layers together anyways. Well, not all of the layers, but a lot of the layers together anyways. But yeah, I used to want to make a comic. And that comic would have been about, like, a Reaper and a boy. And the boy just had his sister recently die. And then the Reaper is just there, like, about to collect her soul and stuff. But then the boy sees her and she's like, what the fuck? Also, another comic idea that I had once was about a guy dying and getting into, like, and being between heaven and hell. And everyone was just like, well, I don't know where to put you. How the fuck am I supposed to know where to put you? And he's like, well, don't you work here? And they're like, well, usually people are either really good or really bad. We don't know how to deal with, like, we don't know how to deal with people that are kinda good, kinda bad. And so he had to go on a great adventure. There's a place for that, no? For comics? In Russian it's Чистилище. I don't know in English. Чистилище. Yeah, Чистилище. Yeah. I read it wrong. I don't know if there's an equivalent in English, to be honest. Because I know that in Russian there's like a thing. But in English, I'm not too sure, to be honest, right now. Because I always hear about heaven and hell. Maybe that's because I grew up in a Christian country. Germany is very Christian. For crying out loud, Sundays are blocked off. Nothing is opened on Sundays. Just because in the Bible it says that God had his resting day on Sundays. And thus nothing wants to open here. Everyone is just chilling. I mean, everyone enjoys the universal free day here, but still. Purgatory, maybe. Now, purgatory is more of a negative thing with like, kinda like hell, I think. Well, at least you're sure no one has worked for at least one day a week. Yeah, that's a plus. That really is a plus. That is a privilege we have here. It's just a thing I feel not many people know about Germany, that we're a very religious country. Even though recently it's been changing a little bit, like more varieties of religion are coming in. A lot of Muslims. I was like, yeah. And yeah, that's the main other religion we have here right now. There's also like Jews. I have seen Buddhism a lot here, or Hinduism. But the other ones are prevalent here a lot. But most are still Christianity. 'Tis just the way things are. Okay. So this here leads up to the thumb. And the thumb ends here. And has a soft curve to here, and then goes like this. Then like this. This doesn't look good. Why'd I think I can't draw hands? Someone, the next time I say I feel like I can draw hands today, just slap me. And tell me I'm lying. It would save everyone a lot of time and effort. The thing I'm best with in drawing, I feel like, is like designing stuff. But genuinely drawing stuff is like, I've kind of gone away from that a little bit, I feel like. I like designing stuff a lot more nowadays. This societies? Sausages. SOSIDGES. Sausages? Sausages! Ah. Now I get it. Okay. How does one do this? Now this is a This is a sausage. Okay. First of all, God, for some reason, right now I have to think of a very old animated, like, not really kids series, but like for young girls, right? Like, you know the ones like Wings Club and stuff, called Angel Friends. In Russian it's just called Ангелы. And it was literally a fan fiction. Because you had the angel girl, who was the main girl, Raf. And she was going to school to basically become a guardian angel. And they were all guarding one human, right? And then there was this demon boy, that's Sulfus. And then they'd have very crazy rivalry because Sulfus, for his classes, had to like seduce the human to do bad things to get a good grade. But Raf had to like make his life better to get good grades. So they were constantly rivaling with each other, and yeah, they kissed. It was bad boy, good girl, literally. For some reason I had to think of that. It was such a wild time watching that. I can't remember that, unfortunately. I can really recommend. Wait, let me send in a picture. So if you maybe don't know what I'm talking about, like you can maybe see it visually. Angel Friends images. Some people say they like the art style of the comic way more. Me personally, I liked the art style of the animated series just because that's what I grew up with. Angel Friends. It's like from... Wait, 2023? Did something new come out? Nah, right? Okay, wait, now I'm curious. But it says set to 2023. Why did it say 2023? Original release was from 2009 to 2010. So it's pretty old. Second season was announced, blah blah. Okay. Here's like stuff. Yeah, why did it say 2023? Okay, now I have to research. 2023. Like what came out? What new thing has come out? Huh? Stand up database. They did a reboot? They did a reboot! Oh my fucking god! Childhood? Confused. It has an entirely different art style, but I kinda also like it, but kinda like don't, because I really like that 2010s art style they have going on. I can remember it was either multiple movies or a series. Also had Angels in the Name, was about 3 girls going on secret missions. No, nope, I haven't seen that one. So basically in this one you have like the main cast of girlies, all having like different humans to be the guardian angels of, and like, you know the concept of an angel and a devil on your shoulder, right? So this school was basically doing that. Like you had one demon and one angel, and in a day, a person could either be driven to be good or bad by either the angel or the devil. And then there was a plot with like, oh no, forbidden romance. angels and devils are not allowed to be together, but the main two wanna be together. What should they do? Yeah, they were just together. Nah, there was drama. There was lots of drama. God, how old was I back then? I was either in, like, elementary or kindergarten. So, I think ages 5 to 9, maybe? Was when I watched it. Somewhere between those. So yeah, little Choco ate that shit up. She thought it was the greatest thing ever. Personally, I still really like the series. Even though, yeah, it is kind of cringy. It kind of reads like a Wattpad fanfiction, but like in a good way. In a way where it's like, it's cheesy. It has a lot of unnecessary drama, but it's also like comforting. That's why I like it. But I wonder, why is Stream Manager broken right now? Like, it legit shows bad stuff. Now I fixed it. It didn't show me the previous chat and stuff, so I was very confused, but now there it is. I just had to reload the whole page. Turns out that reloading actually works. Who would have thunk it? Okay. Now copy and flip horizontally. And now we have that going on. And now, where to put thumb? Can we put thumb somewhere? It is unknown to me. Okay, let us try. Well, considering more and more people like when villains in movies are just plain evil, this reboot might get its audience. Maybe. I really gotta watch that reboot. Now I'm curious. Because like I said, Angel Friends has been a part of my childhood like Winx Club has been. And Winx Club! Don't even get me started on that one. That one's like a fanfiction for a whole different reason. I remember little Choco wanting to play with her sister. Winx Club. Basically, little girls always pretend to be the cool girls from their TV shows. Like, guys pretend to be like, I don't know, Superman, right? And I was like, can we play Winx Club? And my sister was like, yeah, but I'm Bloom! Bloom was the main character, and God, she had main character energy. In a bad way. Where the whole plot changed for Bloom. It was always like Bloom and the rest. I always played Tekna. So like a fairy that was very technological and stuff. Just please don't glaze the show as much as you glaze BoJack Horseman, please! They're all good shows. They're all good shows. The thing is with me always talking about shows I like is that I really want other people to watch them because I think they're good, and I really like sharing stuff that I like with other people. For example, I see a cool game, I'm like, hey mom, I found a cool game. Wanna watch some Russian guy play it? Or, hey mom, I have that game. Do you want to see me play it? Like, I share stuff I like a lot with the people I like. So be grateful I talked to you about this. It's generally how I am. I always like sharing good things. But yeah. Bloom had main character energy while Tekna, in hindsight, was really treated like a secondary character in a bad way. Poor poor girlie didn't get any screen time. These hands look acceptable. Can we maybe just make them a bit bigger? And I went on the wrong layer for that. Okay, can we make them a bit bigger? How does this look? The thing with hands, fun fact, if you want to draw hands, like, and arms, like, what length should you make them is always a question I asked myself. Turns out your hands, your fingertips should reach about the middle of your thigh. Like when you're standing up. Wait, let me stand up so I can fact check myself. The middle to lower end of your thigh. With anime girls, I always try to go for the middle of the thigh, personally. Because otherwise, your hands are gonna get too long, or your arms are gonna get too long. And arms that are too long usually are frowned upon because... Dude, who the fuck are you, Slenderman? Fun fact, if you want to draw hands, don't! Yeah. It's honestly just easier. Just hide them behind the back. Okay. So we have the hands. Kinda. Yeah. Or in gloves, yeah. Honestly, just give her an Ushanka. Give her an Ushanka and Varishkin, then it's gonna be good. Those are the best when you know you can do something but not good enough. That's true. I kinda wanna render the hair, and you cannot stop. You cannot do anything about it, honestly. You cannot stop this. Feel powerless, my friend. Feel powerless. I want you to feel despair now. Say boo-hoo, oh no, please do not, Shoko. I have a wife and kids, and I'm gonna be like, haha, I am evil. Because that's what evil people do. They say haha and admit they are evil. Right? Yeah, I nailed that. I nailed that impersonation of an evil person. Okay. This isn't even the final product. I just wanna try, like, rendering the hair a bit better. Because I'm not too great at rendering hair, admittedly. But I wanna try for, like, for Eddie, because I feel like she deserves a very pretty model. I wanna provide the best I can. A smooth watercolor is... Okay, how does... Ooh, I like this. Ooh. Choco, why despair specifically? It took me a whole year to stop feeling awful. Don't make me come back! Haha, but you forget. Me is not Choco, me is evil Choco. Ah ha ha ha. And evil Choco don't care about people. Evil Choco just care about money? I don't know. I wouldn't call myself evil, but I know that theoretically we all are evil. You are the villain in someone else's story. I recently talked with my mother about that, actually. We went to go shopping and I was like, yeah, I think it's crazy that, like, if you really think about it, you're the villain in someone else's story. And she was like, you're the villain in someone's story? And I was like, yeah, like, remember those girls that were like, that like pretended to be friends with me? And at the end of the day, I'm the villain in their story because they were probably just jealous and insecure, and I was basically an embodiment of their insecurities. I had good grades, I had clean skin, I was skinny, even though I never strived for, like, any of those things. Like, They just came to me naturally, and they were probably just jealous and stuff. And jealousy is normal. Jealousy is very normal. And I'm not saying that to hold over their head. And my mother was just like, nah, they be bitches though. But I'm just like, no, but you have to see it from a different perspective. Like, to them, I literally was everything they wish they had, and a reminder of what they are not, you know? And that is shitty. That is very shitty. And so I kind of get why they did what they did. But at the end of the day, I have every right to be like mad. I have every right to not feel comfortable with them anymore. Because they are the villains in my story, just as I am the villain in theirs. Haha! And my mother was like, shut up. Shut up! I always try to see life from two perspectives, like from my own and from the perspective of the other person. Because I just feel like it's more fair. Even though life is never inherently fair, life is always going to be unfair, we're all going to be treated unfairly anyways, but we can strive for fairness, I think. Okay. This is looking alright-ish. So evil Shoko equals greedy capitalist Shoko. Evil equals capitalist. Shoko equals communist. Great. Great, Tavarish. We must go! So true. I really like the concept of communism, but I feel like it's more of a utopia than a realistic idea, if you know what I mean. Because I personally am very critical of humanity, and I am always like, humans are pretty shitty. That's because it is. It really is. Even though it would be nice if it was like a real concept. It just isn't. And many people forget that. Many people are like, oh, we must bring back communism. But they forget that communism didn't work for a reason, because fundamentally people are always gonna strive to like maximize their own like gain while minimizing the amount of work they have to put in. You know what I mean? That's just, you either put in a lot of work and get a lot, or you don't put in any work and get other stuff, you know what I mean? And if everyone got the equal amount, no one would really be ready to work, in my opinion, just because I know I'd probably be a lazy bitch. I'd just do it if there was societal pressure. So yeah. Everyone being equal is impossible on the fundamental level. Simply take, everyone wants to be unique, better, and richer, and get a laser. Yeah, that's like the thing. We people, we want easy ways out, and that's okay. I'm never judging anyone for like wanting an easy life. An easy life is amazing. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, though, that hinders us from true equality, I feel like, because if one concept is easy for one certain group of people, it's gonna be harder for another certain group of people. Take equal wages, for example, right? If women get paid as much as men, then it'll be like men will feel unfairly treated if their wages are cut, while women will feel fairly treated if their wages are raised, or if they keep them the same but and get lower wages. You know what I mean? Like, there's no true winning at the end of the day, because someone will feel loss and someone else will feel gain. Because that's just how it is in life. Someone loses something while someone else gains something. For every $1 million that someone wins, someone else lost, like, I don't know, thousands. Or even more, gambling addiction. How do you think out of those, they can't even afford to pay that out? It's because they they gain enough from addicts to finance that whole model. So every gain in your life is a loss in someone else's life. So true equality can never really be done because everyone will feel unfairly treated in some kind of way. But instead of just saying that, yeah, it can never be achieved, so we shouldn't strive towards it, is also kind of wrong because you can at least try to make it as equal as possible. Today in philosophy, we talked about morals and stuff and about the value of human life, right? And everyone, in my opinion, like, a human life cannot be valued. Who has the right to decide the value of someone to be lower than someone else's? You know what I mean? I personally don't see myself as having that right. My brush is tweaking out. My tablet is tweaking out. I kinda hate it. Dude, can I just... my tablet is tweaking out! Wait, if I... Oh no, it's my art program tweaking out. Okay, now I'm back. Jesus Christ, that took long enough. Who am... You're not fucking serious right now. Why? What? Why? The controls are off. Like, all of the button mapping I have is somehow wrong. Like, this isn't Zoom. This is supposed to be the grabby hand. Like, this is supposed to be this, the move. Guys, you don't understand, I can't work like this. I literally cannot work like this. Let me save. And then restart the program because I cannot work like this. Ryuki, thank you so much for the lurk. Hi, welcome. Have I changed that setting back to normal? Well, I don't know what changed it, so I cannot reverse it. You cannot reverse something you didn't actively change. Now can you? Let me just... I don't want to deal with the, oh, we don't back up your files. So I'm just gonna ask Task Manager to kill it, because then it has to auto back up. Think smarter and lazier. I have 80 unnamed files. Is the app the issue, like the painting program? It's the app. It's 100% the app, I think. Because like even normal touches with the tablet, like change it. Clip Studio. So I'm just gonna restart the app, and I have disconnected and reconnected my tablet, which usually fixes any tablet issues. Like I've disconnected and reconnected the whole pen touchy port, the USB port, and I've turned it off and on again. So if it doesn't work, it's because it's just not meant to be. For a moment there, I think, can I please, hide this? Thank you. I'd like to hide it if that's okay, because there may be stuff I don't want to show. And you work in Clip Studio Paint. And now it's gonna take 3 years to load up. C'est la vie. Actually, we're not ending stream, we're just waiting until it opens up. I just want to wait until it opens up. Because why did it break like that? Oh no, it's a gray screen and not reacting. Oh no! Yeah, damn it all blew up! There was some stuff in background, but nothing too major. I know. It's just loading now. Eternally stuck in the loading zone. Oh no, there it is! It's loading the files pretty quickly now. Should I be concerned? I still like this model so much. Like, I have the model open on my drawing tablet right now because that's where I usually put like my my VTube Studio and my stream avatars. And I just love how it moves. Just want to say that because, yeah, like it's so silly. I did such a good job. I'm gonna do it better later though. Also, we bought the fabric for the secret 200 follower thing. Totally secret. Trust. Join the Discord server. I could theoretically show a preview. It's just a bot. To reset initial defaults, dialog can be displayed in the following ways. Launch Clip Studio, then click Paint while holding down the Shift key. I just open it normally. I don't know. The thing is, I didn't remap the Clip Studio things. I mapped the buttons on my drawing tablet to do the exact things that Clip Studio told me the things were for doing, yes. And it already said... Don't worry, it's loading the files right now. Surely in 3 years we're gonna be back to drawing. I should also probably eat something. I am not proud. I recently looked up my weight. Turns out I'm 10 kilos under the normal weight. Should I be concerned? Like, for my height. My BMI is trash. Should I be concerned? Sheesh! That's what I was thinking! I thought I was like, I don't know, maybe 5 under. 10? Insanity. Absolute insanity. I'm thinking about, like, going to the doctor and being like, should I be concerned? Do you want to give me a meal plan? Because I know my body hates me? Because, like I said, 5, understandable. 10, insanity. File, recent... Was Eddie not open because I saved her? I think so. I have to find Eddie now. Okay. Wait, we can change screens again though. I'm so dumb. I was like, how did I call the thing where I do my art again? It's not stuffs. It's literally called art. A moment of silence for the lost brain cells yet again. This was from the game that we made. This was the boss I animated the sprite sheets off. Oh no, I did that on stream. I'm dumb. For some reason I thought I did that off stream, but I did that on stream literally. Okay, wait. Why'd I move my model? No! OBS, show me! Where am I? Now I'm fine, I think. Whew. Okay, I wanted to look up. Oh, we got someone to kill! Let's go. I love killing people. I was on that! Thinking about 10 to 15 above average when my weight is somehow considered in the middle of my concentrated in the middle of my body. I think I looked up that I hung for my weight and I was about 10 kilos below what's normal, but it's only the adult ones, so I think it's okay. Bad boy. I think okay. I think for my height. Yeah, for me it's I'm 18. I can use the normal BMI scales now, right? And the thing is, I'm a tall girl, like I said, and I weigh less than people that are smaller than me. I know that. I literally know that. And I know that I have to gain weight, but I just cannot seem to do it. It's just, I don't even know why it's so hard. It's just like, you have to eat a lot of food. You have to eat a lot of food that's like high in stuff that makes you big. I personally eat food that I like. It's not healthy food, but it's also not a lot of food because often I lack the hunger feeling. And thus my body hates me. That's what I've concluded. You're a centimeter taller than me, maybe. Yeah, true. Still, for a girl that's high. Not high, tall. I'm dumb. For a girl that's pretty tall. What? What is happening? What is happening? So it did not lie that the file could be broken. I'm gonna save it not as a Photoshop document, but I'm gonna save it as a Clip Studio format. Maybe that'll fix it. Clip Studio is on the roll today, it seems. Yeah, today it's written. It's fucking good, man. Anyways, the thing why I brought the thing up. Hi, Death Streamer. Hi, Random Welcome. I totally didn't start an hour later than usual. You have no proof. Anyway, the thing I brought up, like weight and hunger. So, would you guys mind if I went to get myself? Wait, I'm gonna go into this file to see if. Does Clip Studio hate me today? Why does it do this? God. Clip Studio. Hello? I wanted to type something. The thing just closed on me. What is going on with my laptop? What is going on with my laptop? I cannot type in the browser. Can I type generally? Let me type on Discord. Nah, it's a laptop issue, guys. I cannot type on Discord. I'm accidentally downloading stuff. Because I want to go to Creator Dashboard, but I can't. What is going on? I cannot open stuff. I cannot see chat right now. That's not a Clip Studio issue, it's a laptop issue. A systematic issue. Why? Why would that happen? If I turned... Okay guys, we gotta troubleshoot. If I turn VTube Studio off for a second, and VHand as well, would I be able to do stuff again? Because CPU. No. Who broke my laptop? Guys, admit it. It's not funny. It's not funny. How do I fix this? I cannot click on... Like, I cannot go onto Creator Dashboard anymore because every time I try to, it downloads the URL. Are you canceling your laptop again? Yes. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna start up stream as soon as possible. Everything is just breaking right now. I do not know why, so I'm hoping a restart will fix this. Yeah, see you in a little bit. I